Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, MCKOOKIE. So today we just had the 3-hour live stream for Dead by Daylight, and they dropped a ton of information about the upcoming roadmap for the game, as well as a bunch of stuff regarding Ghostface and the Freddy rework. But in this video, what I wanted to talk about was the Ghostface killer perks that were revealed, because when I actually found the link for the live stream, I had trouble finding the timestamp for the information regarding Ghostface and his perks. But I found a separate video, which I'll link in the description below. That it's basically the 10 minutes that they spend talking about Ghostface. So if all you care about, like me, is Ghostface, or if that's what you're most interested in, I'll leave that for you in the description. But anyway, I wanted to talk about his 3 teachable perks because they're kind of under the radar right now, and not too many people have heard about them yet since they just announced them today. His first perk is called I'm All Ears, and what this perk basically does is whenever a survivor does a fast action, like if they do a fast vault, or if they like quickly exit a locker outside of the terror radius of the killer, then their aura will also be shown to the killer for 6 seconds. And I think that's at level 1, so there's a chance that it'll probably extend to maybe like 7 or 8 seconds, but that's all up for testing. But basically, that's the perk I'm All Ears. If you do a fast vault, your aura will also be revealed to the killer in addition to the notification. The next perk for Ghostface is called Furtive Chase, and this perk is basically like a reverse Monitor and Abuse. What Monitor and Abuse does is it shrinks your terror radius when you're not in a chase, and then it expands it when you are in a chase. What Furtive Chase does is you have tokens that you can earn from hitting your survivor. It's an obsession perk, and basically, once you get a certain amount of tokens, I believe it's 4, you reduce your terror radius when you're in a chase by a certain amount of meters. So it's literally a reverse Monitor and Abuse. Now, the last perk for Ghostface that I actually found the most interesting and I think will be the most viable is called Thrilling Tremors. And the way Thrilling Tremors works is whenever you kill a survivor, like whenever you put them in the dying state on the floor and they're ready to be picked up and put on a hook, you essentially block off all generators through the entity that are not currently being worked on. So say I'm playing as a killer and I down a survivor. Any generator that a survivor is not currently working on will be blocked off by the entity, kind of like the Plague's overblock perk or whatever it's called, the one that blocks the generators off. And the killer, if they're paying attention, will be able to see which generators are not being blocked off by the perk. And in that sense, it can kind of work as a tracking perk. Like barbecue and chili, you can basically down somebody and be like, oh, these generators didn't get blocked off. The survivors are working on this generator. So it kind of works like a barbecue and chili sounds like for tracking survivors. And it also works as kind of like a soft ruin to slow the game down. So that perk sounds really cool. That perk's called Thrilling Tremors. And I think that's probably the best perk for Ghostface. Now, as for his release date, he's going to be on the PTB for testing on June 4th, which is this coming Tuesday, and then he will be out for purchase on June 18th. And as far as his power is concerned, from what I've heard, he can, like Myers, stalk one survivor at a time, unlike Myers, who can stalk multiple survivors. You stalk a survivor, and then once you stalk them enough, they become marked, and in that case, they are exposed for 20 seconds, so you can one-shot them for about 20 seconds. And from what I heard, Ghostface overall from the live stream sounds really promising. I didn't want to talk about it too much in this video. I just wanted to cover his perks, which were kind of hard to find on the internet, and I didn't see them in the actual live stream. So hopefully you guys were able to find it through here or through the video that I'll link in the description. Ghostface looks promising in my opinion. The only thing I'm not so sure of is when he uses his power, it basically completely reduces his terror radius. But once a survivor sees him, basically like if you're playing on an open map, which may happen a lot, his power gets completely canceled. So I'm hoping he doesn't come out too weak in that regard, and I'm hoping if he is fun to play on the PTB, they don't over-nerf him kind of like they did the Plague. I recommend everybody check out the live stream. They had a lot of cool stuff regarding new challenges, archives, all kinds of stuff. They also talked in detail about the Freddy rework, which sounds really cool. Basically, survivors are going to passively fall asleep over time. He no longer has to aim his power and put people to sleep manually. Everybody just passively gets put to sleep. And also, there's going to be like alarm clocks around the map that you can use to wake yourself up. But the biggest change for the Freddy rework that I saw was that he's going to be able to teleport to different generators, which looks freaking awesome. and super scary if you're playing as a survivor, because basically you'll be working on a generator, and if he's teleporting to it, it'll start spurting blood from like the top part of the generator. And this completely changes Freddy, in my opinion. It's going to change him because it gives him map pressure. Like the other high tier killers, like Spirit, Nurse, and Billy, they can all pressure the map really well. So the rework is actually looking really good. It looks like it might actually make him a medium tier killer at least. So that's good to know. Anyway, guys, like I said, just wanted to mostly go over the 3 teachable perks for Ghostface because I had trouble finding them myself in the live stream. And if you guys want, I'll leave the link in the description below. That's basically a video where all they do is they talk about, it's about 10 minutes, they talk about Ghostface, all his perks, his power, and all that good stuff. If you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful at all, give it a like and subscribe for more, and I will catch you next time. MCKOOKIE out.